row.
Ooh, ooh, Bradley.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bradley.
Oh, yeah, Jordan. Oh, yeah.
Oh, who's my little pug champ? Ooh.
Yeah.
We're off to a great start here, bud.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm just. Oh boy! Where?
I just filled the wine glass like basically all the way up to the top.
I made a gin and ginger beer today.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
I got fucked.
I had way too much of an edible yesterday, and then I ate a bunch of food, and then I immediately threw up.
You ate an edible?
Yeah,
Oh,
like a little baby.
well, so
Couldn't handle it.
well, no, you did what my friend Elijah did one time, where he got so high he ate 4 boxes of Frosted Flakes, fell asleep, and woke up and projectilely just threw up all the Frosted Flakes across his room.
Oh my god.
Sometimes you just get too high too much, you know? That's just the way that works. Because Brad, don't take offense to this. I love you dearly, but I've seen you eat food not high.
It's awful.
I watched you slam 5 cookies in less than 2 seconds the other day, and I was
dude, I am the grossest person. It's awful.
But he still stays so high. I don't understand.
I don't.
It's like infuriating. It's just like, how does he do this?
Oh, don't worry. There's been. I don't even want to get into it, but just wait till I have a house. It'll be great.
Disgusting.
A little home gym.
I'm gonna create this group DM.
Let's do it.
I'm actually gonna call it, because today on this special episode of Gentleman Review, this is our first guest episode.
Ooh.
We're gonna have my beautiful friend Cedric, aka WhatAHero, on. He came to me and he said, "Hey, can I be on the episode?" And I went like, "Yeah, champ, you can." He said, "Oh yeah," but yeah, and we're reviewing a traditional book. We're actually reviewing a Doujinshi.
A nightmare.
A bad time. We're reviewing pretty much a manga with titties out. So,
but nothing else.
Nothing else.
Other genitals.
Just
titties.
We'll get into that. So let me switch over. Let me start a voice call with the 3 of us. So.
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
My favorite. This is my favorite thing. This is the first time Brad and Cedric are gonna interact interpersonally. Cedric,
what a better. God, I can't think of a better topic to start our friendship off with.
Oh man,
how does it feel to talk to the man where you drew his gorgeous quads and calves?
My hairless body, my sweet dolphin skin.
Okay, all right. First off, I needed to like not draw a hairy person after I drew Jordan, okay? Because I drew Jordan first, and like after I drew him, I was like, okay, this was fun, but I don't want to draw all that hair again.
You know what's my favorite thing is I have hair on my knees. I don't have bare knees. I got hair on my knees.
Your bald knees. It's my favorite thing.
I was like, I don't know. I thought it'd be like a nice look or something. Your knees were just like spotless. Meanwhile,
heavily manicured knees.
Meanwhile, Brad is like as smooth as a Greek god.
I mean, Brad is a demigod. His dad is Zeus, for sure.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
Oh god. Yeah, my dad's great.
my dad's good.
Oh man.
You know, Brad's actually half a dolphin. That's why, you know.
Yes,
I mean,
I always look kind of slick and slippery.
He's always gooey, always smooth.
Gooey.
Don't ruin my image. Don't ruin my mental image of him.
Perfect work of art. No, I look exactly as you've drawn me.
The ideal homie.
This is what the ideal homie looks like. If you can't handle it, fuck off.
Yeah, this is what peak homie looks like.
I still love when I asked you to draw this. I sent you pictures of Brad, and you were just like, "Why is he so hot?"
I love that we're all just a little gay. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Dude, I love this new wave of kiss a homie, cuddle a homie. Like, fuck
It's
yeah.
not, it's not
You gotta
gay.
love your homies.
It's not
man.
gay. That's just called
not
platonic
gay. It's just
love.
It's just being comfortable in your own sexuality.
I
that you
agree.
Can say, you can
wholeheartedly.
say these things that may or may not, like, be interpreted differently by a less than accepting people. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I can tell Jordan that I want to be covered in his homie sauce, and he understands that if there were subtitles for that, it would just say, "Yeah, I love you, bud. Hope you had a good day."
When I text Brad, I want to wear him like a sock. That just means like, hey, buddy, I heard you're having a rough day.
Yeah.
Let me warm you up. Is that it?
Right.
Like a nice pair of cozy socks, man.
Let
Nothing
me-
else.
Let me make you feel useful for once.
Dad, is that you?
Dad? Son, I've returned from the game EB Games. I have Donkey Kong 64 in hand. I know
There's
you
still
want.
a sign up for an EB Games like right by my house.
What?
Oh.
Surprisingly, obviously. It's
Oh,
not there
are you
anymore.
talking
It's
about the
GameStop, but they never took
The
EB
Walmart?
Games sign.
That? Oh, I forgot
Yeah,
that.
right by my college.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, now quickly, dox Brad. This is where he lives.
Yeah, quickly now. Yeah.
Did I tell you?
Somebody swat me.
Did I
It'll
tell
be
you
funny.
the other day during the Destiny 2 launch, I almost doxed myself. I almost said my ass
Ooh.
out loud
Oh.
when I was ordering food. I was just like,
Oops.
"Dat," and Katie was just like, no!
What a way to get doxxed. Oh.
Oh God,
I'm
Katie,
glad-
the ever vigilant hero.
I'm glad only my
Bless
friends
her.
were watching. Maybe they would come over and bring me some cookies. Cookie.
Cookies for the monkey.
I love cookie.
Cookie for mom.
Monkey.
Cookie for mom.
Today I made Katie uncomfortable picking up from work because we started doing a bit about Panera Bread and a man who loves to go to Panera Bread and order bread bowls, but he always eats a hole in the bread and gets hot soup all over himself.
Rookie mistake, buddy.
And then it turned into him like going into the back room and finding out the person who makes the bread rolls is a monkey.
Oh.
And then the person that finds out it's a monkey then becomes the monkey. But I kept telling Katie, I was all like, I'm not turning into a full monkey. I just look like the kid from Jumanji.
That's a terrible cycle. That's like a.
And Katie was just like, please let me out of this car. I will get out at the high speeds just to leave this bit. And I was just like, I'm the monkey from Jumanji. She was like,
Oh,
please.
God. Please stop.
Gotta torture your significant other. If you're not torturing your significant other, are you even living?
Are you even living? Are you even going to be married?
Is she
I
even
know.
your little pog champ?
I've got Claudia chained to the radiator as we
Can I just say, I did not expect a meme with Ryoko Matoi from Kill la Kill, the 2013 anime, to resurface as a meme like 7 years later.
But is that is that the first instinct of that?
Yes, that is the first instance. It's just a raw animation this talented animator made with this girl voicing her saying, come, you are my little pog champs or whatever. And that's the original, right? And then everybody started memeing it to add like more onto it.
I mean, it's
Wow.
it's my new favorite meme. Like I love it
I-
so much.
I mean, when I see it, I'll laugh, but I keep thinking how far they can push that thing because there's so many possibilities of like.
Cedric, don't lie. You're thinking, who am I, little PogChamp? Who to me is my little PogChamp?
I mean, right before we went live, Jordan was like, "You ready, my little PogChamp?"
Oh god.
And it was so comforting, and I knew that I was truly in this.
I sucked you into my big bosom, and I
You
just
did.
snuggled you in there like you're a
and I
little
was all
bird.
sweaty and
Oh
safe.
my god.
You know, and then
I'm just
and then we looked through a peephole together, and what did we see? What did we
just
see?
a bunch of schlicking.
We just saw hot fucking garbage of 117 chapters that if I ever meet fucking Gigok, I'm gonna beat him up. Cause this fucking sucked. This Doujinshi, this fucking sucked. This man made a 10-minute video about this hentai will make you cry. Oh my god. And I'm sitting there just fucking like, oh boy, it's gonna be good. And the whole time like, this fucking sucks. This
Okay.
sucks.
All right, first off, let me just say, great transition. All
Yeah,
right,
thank
you.
great transition with the people. Secondly, when you first told me that you found out about it through Giga, I was like, you do realize his taste is like very questionable sometimes.
He
right?
literally is on a podcast called Trash Taste. So
Like,
shame on
you
me.
You probably should have taken that with a grain of salt, man.
I should have. I fucked up. It's my fault.
And here we are doing
This
the whole.
is-
We'll probably be here for 2 hours talking about it now.
Like we're gonna be talking about this very critically. So when we read this, we had a clear head. You both had a clear head when you read this. I was in high school when I read this.
Oh wow!
You were
okay.
literally the meme where she believed he lied too deep for me.
Yeah, okay. Listen. When I was younger, when I was in high school, I was a fucking freshman in high school when I first read this, and I was like, oh, that's so sad.
Oh,
Too
I
deep for me.
I was genuinely devastated at some of the story beats, and when I reread it for this review, I was like, bro, I can't take any of this fucking serious.
I'm like, this is like,
wrong.
there was an last season during this summer 2020 called Rent a Girlfriend. This is just a shittier Rent a Girlfriend, and I didn't know that was fucking possible. Cause Rent a Girlfriend is hot garbage, but it's hot garbage that I like. Nozoki Ana, fucking just garbage.
It's just horrible. Like
The tits weren't even drawn good.
the main saving grace I can say about this manga is the fact that it revolves around college students instead of high school students. That would have been
I know.
And
a
then,
billion times creepier if it was about like high school students. Now, to undercut that, the author is currently doing a manga with the same concept with high school students.
no, I'm perishing. No.
And
No.
it's like
No.
so much more. That's so worse.
How do
It's-
you, how do you regress? How do you go backwards?
I know.
I don't know how you go backwards from like. Not only is it just bad, it's just boring. It is boring.
I was about to say, I already have I have a pretty difficult time reading manga, which is weird because it should be something that I like, but I have a
Manga
really
brain
hard time.
pictures.
I know. I seriously
it's like,
think
oh.
it's because my brain can't understand pictures and
This
words. at the same
this is my favorite
time.
thing
Like, I
ever.
have to- It's awful.
Me? So this is like the first time he's like ever read anything like this.
Oh, you poor
And-
fool.
and this
So
is-
I'm not I mean, it's not like I'm unfamiliar with like
Okay.
hentai or anything like this, but I've never actually read
Yeah.
anything. So
Okay, well,
If
you.
if we read down some codes for him,
Boomer and Zoomer, according to Jordan.
Is this your first manga?
No, I mean I dipped my toe in the water in my
Okay,
teenage
I was about to
years. I
say-
read Full Metal Alchemist. That was like
Okay.
it.
Okay.
no,
I
but
was
I'm talking
to
about like porn, like a hentai, like we're
Okay. I was about to say if Nozoki Ana was like your cherry popper for manga, I would have felt so bad for you. Like
Wait,
that's such
no.
a bad thing.
now I'm desperately trying to wait real fast. What was your first manga you read, Cedric?
The first manga I ever read.
Yeah.
It was Cyborg 009.
Oh wow, mine was March Awakening Romance.
What? I've
Yeah.
never heard of that.
What? You've never heard of Mars
March
Awakening Romance? It was the dude who made
Mars.
Fairy Tale and Rave Saga.
Mars.
It was like his like thing before. It wasn't good. It was a like
It was god awful, but I read it.
Is it the shonen?
Yeah.
Shoujo. Wait,
Yeah.
what? Mars?
it was wait, let me look this up. March Awakening Romance.
Just such a wonderful
Marchin
name.
Awakening Awakens. Oh, March Awakens Romance. Mar. And the
March Awakens Romance.
like the main character's like weapon was
Mare! It's Mare. Yeah, I love
Mare.
Mare.
Oh yeah, okay. I was
Yeah,
fuck whatever.
I liked Mare. I watched the anime and I loved it.
I read the whole gosh dang manga. Again, if you put a gun to my head and ask me to remember anything, I'm like, guy had ball on cup, he put orb in it, make ball on cup stronger. Tournament
Well,
arc.
I thought it was cool because like it was so absurd, like how powers went.
Yeah.
Where eventually this dude, like, oh, guy with a ball and a cup, and the ball is has a mustache, funny mustache, big
Funny
nose,
mustache
ha-ha,
man. Hee hee.
hee. It can turn into a giant goblin demon that fires lasers. Like I didn't. It was such a weird like jump in logic and like power levels. I was super into it.
You were just like monkey big power. Ooh ooh ah. But all right, wait. I've sidetracked this now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nozoki Ana, which in Japanese means a peephole. It's about a college student who moves into an apartment, and he finds a peephole that connects to the next door neighbors, and he's hanging out with his friends, and he hears a noise coming from the hole, so he then decides to look through it. And what he finds is a girl just blasting rope.
Just blasting.
I mean, she is in the middle of DJing the biggest party of her career.
She somehow has made a kiddie pool around her.
Like she lost her pair of keys somewhere in that carpet. Like it's
And I mean, she is just rummaging through furniture to find it.
It's like, oh my god, it's like
just so conveniently placed in front of this people.
And every depiction of sex is just the sweatiest, most.
That's just Doujinshi for you. I'm so sorry. That's just how it'd be.
That's just how it'd be.
'Cause you don't want to read something where somebody's making love and you just put two fucking speed lines and you're like, yeah, they're going at it. You want that shit to be.
Yeah,
You wanted this shit to look like Goku just fucking punched her uterus, you know?
I know.
you God.
If it doesn't look like a Mortal Kombat fatality, is it really sex?
But yeah, so his first thought is like, I just watched my neighbor blast rope, scratch some records. I should go confront her. And I'm like,
That's the logical next step.
my first thought would be like, if I see that, I'd be like, I'm gonna plug this up and then never talk about it ever again.
Exactly.
Cause like, there's no way, like I don't want anything to do with that because like she makes eye contact with him, like she knows he looked through the hole, and I would just be like, nope, I'm just gonna go get some fucking drywall mud, patching this hole fucking up. Goodbye. Cause like, no, thank you. But yeah, he goes next door, and you know what happens? That's that classic anime trope. He does a big old trip and fall right there, and
it's powerful moment.
so man, like chef's
Can I
kiss.
say something about like how this artist draws like boobs under sweaters? It's absurdly like every sweater is like 2 sizes too small. Like they're wrapped around there like saran wrap. Like she might as well be naked.
And it's always at least under 32 degrees outside, wherever they are, all the time.
Yeah.
Their college, the beach somehow, the apartment, convenience stores.
They're sweaty and wet and cold at the same time.
Somehow, just everything's pointed out at all times. They're always wet.
It's just a rush of fluid.
Like somehow the areolas are just trying to escape. Like
God, it's just like nobody wears bras. No one wears bras. It's always cold. And everybody's somehow always very sweaty.
it's so weird because like I genuinely think this art style is pretty decent. Like,
really?
I like some aspects of it, but then you see some of the anatomy, and then it's like, okay, all right, maybe I shouldn't voice my opinion.
I have no standards for like the quality of this.
Art
so let
picture.
me just say that I was thrilled when I found out that this book doesn't actually show full nudity.
No,
my boy's dick is just a white glowing stick.
Yeah,
it's my favorite thing.
Yeah, because it's serialized. It's a serialized like manga. It's not full blown porn.
You're not going to Comic Cat to get this, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god! But like the worst thing ever is that like they still draw the kind of like the cum coming out of it though.
Yeah.
Sometimes, so it's just like yikes. But yeah,
It just looks like a light bulb, like one of those like phosphorus light bulbs, just shooting out goo.
you gotta put me into a school ceiling because this baby's glowing.
Oh man. Oh no.
But yeah, so he then gets blackmailed by this girl for falling on her. She takes a picture and she's like, "Oh, well, here's gonna go down. I made a schedule. Here's an invite to the Google Doc. You have these days. I have these days. You better look through this fucking hole. I want to see some.
Our meat.
This is our hole now. She fucking makes communism over this goddamn hole.
Oh,
this is our.
This is a socialist.
Like, it's so weird because she makes fast friends with everyone in this dude's like social group. Like she's immediately introduced as this cool, mysterious.
She's the
art
quiet.
student.
She's the quiet, quirky art girl.
Yeah, like this manic pixie girl that everyone's just cool with.
Can we talk about her character design real fast and how like everybody else here looks like very like Japanese, and then she kind of looks fucking out of place.
That's because of her hair is actually brown, but like because it's in black and white, it looks, it looks white. She's supposed to stand out from everyone else, I guess. That's probably why she looks like that.
But also, like, real fast, thank you, my boy Alan, for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it, love you. Mwah. But my thing is, I feel like your eyes are too far apart. Like, everybody else's faces seem like put together, and her eyes just seem a little distant.
Where we draw the line.
Better to peep with.
Yeah, right.
She's like a lizard, they're in the perfect position where she can just circle them around and make sure she can all the way through this people.
I mean, it's not to the level of like Dr. Stone, where the eyes are just like miles apart.
But the
I'm
difference
seeing
between
what
Dr.
she
Stone
was-
is that like those are true inbred people that like breeded from 4 people. What happened to this girl? Because we meet the family. We know she's fine. Why he draw her eye like that? I put a ruler between them. Goddamn, 6 feet apart.
Hold your horses, Jordan. That the family is gonna be talked about way later on.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to it.
So now he's trapped in this fucking peephole relationship with this girl, and he's like, "Fuck it, I won't look. I'm gonna live my. I'm gonna go to art school for fun." This dude's like, "Yeah, I went to art school for fun." I'm like, I've never met an art student once who was like, "Yeah, I decided to draw for fun. Like, I decided to go to get thousands of dollars into debt for fun." Not because I enjoy it. It's just I'm quirky and I think this is fun. And that was like the first manga that I really was just like, huh, fuck this guy.
Either some things are way more different in Japan, or this guy's just like very nonchalant with his financial expenses.
Like, and also like my brain is like thinking about Japanese culture. Imagine going up to your dad and like, or mom going like, "Yeah, I want to go to art school for fun." They're gonna beat you with a belt. Oh god, it just like threw me off, and from that point on I was like, yeah, fuck this guy. Also, by the way, we never mentioned this guy's name is Kido, Kido. I pronounce it as Kido, but
Just say Kido.
Kido with
I just don't like, kiddo, what's up?
Hey,
you know?
kiddo. And then the
Yeah.
the girl's name is
Emiru.
Emiru. Thank you. I was gonna say Emi-chan, but I'm like, that's not it.
That's pretty not poggers, you know. Like,
Not. That's not.
let's not add honorifics to her.
Oh, sorry.
Her name is
He does my little peep champ. But so he's just trying to live this normal life, and then I'm like trying to like because the first not gonna lie, first 40 chapters of this are I think the worst. Like
You can write off large segments.
like there's just so much fucking garbage that happens.
So,
Like this guy gets the first 40 chapters I would call the assault arc. Because no matter what, somebody's being fucking assaulted. And it's mostly the main character. And Emiru gets assaulted at one point by one shitty guy from her classroom. He like fucking bowling balls her at one point, which which was like the worst thing ever. And she's just like, oof, 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 ouch, oof, ouchie. And then Kido's like, I'll save you with a clock, and throws a clock through the window, and the dude's like, I have to go now. This has deterred me from finishing.
Okay, so they're not gonna know like why this is so messed up. First off, we gotta mention our boy Kido got a girlfriend that is separate from Emiru.
Did this happen? But no, didn't the assault happen with the dude first and gets the girlfriend?
Oh, that was after. That was after that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. In the first, in the second chapter, he gets a girlfriend.
Oh, that's right. I just blocked it out because she's also one of the worst characters.
She's also one of the worst characters.
Yuri sucks. I hate her so fucking much.
Okay, so at this art school where his neighbor with the peephole attends, he finds this hot girl with the big boobles.
Big old
art
bubbles.
School, who's named Yuri, and he's like, wow, wowie zowie, I'm gonna get in a relationship with this chick.
Oh no.
And just, yeah, it's very explicit that they go to town on each other all the time.
He tries to do it at his apartment the first time, but then he realizes it's Emiru-chan's fuck. Oh my god, I've done it. I added a honorific. No.
Emmy,
Emmy. It's Emmy's day to peak, so he's like desperately trying to have sex with this girl, but he's like trying to avoid the people, and she's like bashing on the wall, be like, bro, that's not part of the contract. You gotta pretend I'm not here, bro. You gotta. I'm not here. You're thinking that I'm here. You gotta pretend I'm not. She wanted to be fucked right there. You better do it. And he's just like, he's like, oh, I got a stomachache. Let's not.
Yeah, and then she just leaves things off by blowing him, and that's it.
Yes, she just shoves him against the fence, like, I'm gonna suck your dick, and he's like,
okay,
Paw.
Stop. Why is that a thing? That's a fucking keeper right there.
Cedric, is this your the rumor come out? This is what
gentleman review.
Hey, it's me, WhatAHero. Girls push me against the fence and suck me dry. That's the way to my heart.
Man, a blowjob.
Give me a bowl of rice and a blowjob against the fence.
Please, no, I can't. Please, no bully. Please, no bully.
This man in an alleyway stat.
Multiple times. This man.
I want to be stabbed in an alleyway. That's my dream.
With your mouth around my cock.
I'm getting stabbed while it's happening. Just let all things.
Bro, calm down. Don't kill me. I'm about to come.
All right. Okay. It's established that he is dating a chick while having this peephole relationship with Emmy.
Also, his girlfriend has a weird thing with her dad that she can't hang out on the weekends because her dad won't let her.
It's when I was younger in high school, I always thought like, oh, obviously she has a family thing.
My dad won't let me get insulted in the alleyway. I understand.
But then when I got older, I was like, oh. That's not her dad at all.
Oh no, that's her daddy.
Yeah, and then it became like a lot of the developments in this manga seem like they were written for like people who have no idea what college life is like or what young adults do, because some of the writing is so easy to read.
See, I feel the opposite feeling, that everybody's so stupid in this manga that I feels like I'm actually reading a story about college students, because this people at 19 would do dumb shit like this because their brains are dumb and they don't know better or how to be a fucking person.
Yeah. You have a point.
The oldest character in this manga, well, there's two older, there's a couple older people that get introduced, but main character wise, the oldest college student is 22. But
old age
And
22.
they treat her like, we'll get into her, but they treat her like she's like 22. Damn, she's got to fucking figure it out. And I'm like, no, at 22, she's still a dumb fucking idiot.
She's everyone in this manga is a fucking moron.
So dumb.
Okay,
Except
so
for the guy who punches our main character.
No,
Yes.
fuck that guy. That guy sucked. I hated that dude too. He was a creeper. He sucked.
he had like one moment of clarity, and that was just like fucking knocking the shit into this dude. But that's other than that, he's kind of a monkey. You know what I'm saying?
Monkey.
He is a big monkey, like the monkey that no one hangs out with because it's stinky.
Sad monkey.
I'm sad. Peephole
okay.
life.
All right, back to that thing where Emmy almost gets fucking raped. Like, we'll just get to that.
Yeah. Yeah, she gets assaulted by one of her classmates, and it's real bad. And then he peeps because he's like, "Oh no, what's happening? He's hanging out with that guy. Let me see." And then she's like, "Oh no, she's being assaulted. Better throw a clock through the fucking window." And
I know.
It's the best diversion. Best diversion, I swear.
oh, okay. That like not going to knock on the door, but let me fucking clock. My thing is, when I first read that, I thought he somehow put the clock through the peephole. I thought he somehow.
I had to reread that section a few times. I was like,
And then I
what?
realized, I'm like, oh, he came out the window! I felt like an I Spy photo. I was trying to find the fucking extra hole. Oh my
You see a
god.
clock-shaped hole in the wall. Just, it's so good.
My monkey brain couldn't.
Now, okay, so I don't know if you remember this, but the dude who like I guess sort of violently, he violently assaulted this chick.
Yes.
He came back again.
No, this is the funniest thing ever because he gets his girlfriend. The dude who assaulted Emmy gets his girlfriend to get a job to trick Kido into bringing him back to his place to have sex, but he's like, haha, I tricked you because now my boyfriend's gonna kill you, I guess.
But then he's like, ha, I'm gonna double down the joke. Hey, honey, please suck this dude off. And she proceeds
It'll be so
to just
funny.
suck this dude off right in front of
And
him.
my favorite thing, she's like, I'm doing this because I love this man a lot. I'm like, if this is not the most fucking 19-year-old thing I've ever read in my whole entire life, I love him, so I'm doing this for him. And I'm like, no, girl, have some goddamn self-respect.
Is this how idiotic like 19-year-olds can be? 'Cause
If you
this
go on the
is, like,
fucking Reddit and you go to r/teen, you'll see how stupid human beings can fucking be. I'll be scrolling through the front page, be all like, it's either like, dude, I fingered this girl. Do I love her? Or, hey, I bought a gorilla clock. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm having whiplash. What's happening?
And like he also brought his like bros in there to just like
Watch this dude get his dick suckled.
and then Emmy comes in to save the day
What-
by dousing them with oil. Everyone in the room. And she has a lighter and she's like, I'm gonna kill everyone.
I'll
by-
Fuck you.
And the dude who assaulted her was like, she'll do it, guys. And then his bro's like, all right, I thought we were gonna fuck someone, but we're gonna leave. And they just leave. They don't do anything.
Beat, bros.
And you know what's the worst thing ever is? And then the next fucking part of this thing is that the dude, the shitty dude, they convinced the girl that, yeah, you love this man, and they convinced the no, you don't need to assault her anymore because you got this girl that loves you right here. And then they're like, oh, we're a happy couple now. Bye, we're done. We're not going to appear back in the manga, but we're a happy couple now. I'm like,
Not only that, but at the very end, like, they just tell Emmy, like, oh, tell Kido we're sorry, and then dip. They are never seen again. Like, it is outrageous what just happened. Like, several people almost got raped and beaten. Like, I don't understand how this is treated, like, as a first story arc. This was in the first 15 chapters.
They never talk about
and then we go back to then we go to the beach, baby.
Oh, yeah!
And to the fucking beach together. And guess what? Emmy's coming along because his bro
Aw, yeah.
Yonesama is all like, I invited her because she's quirky. Yeah. Now they're now in this car, so he's in the back seat with his girlfriend and Emmy, and then there's a new couple who get introduced who are arguing, so they're going back to the beach to like reconcile, and then there's the girl, then there's the Yonasama and Madiki. What the fuck was her name?
Makiko?
Makiko?
Is that what her name was? I don't even fucking remember.
Well, there is a Makiko.
Oh,
but
Makiko, that's
she's
what
the
it is.
big girlfriend.
Yeah, she's the girl best friend. She's
Okay.
the girl best friend. So they're all on this and like, you know, he's like, "Oh, PogChamp, I can have sex with my girlfriend cuz I'm tired of working my part-time job so I can buy love hotels to fuck my girlfriend. So my Emmy can't fucking peep on me." So he's like, "Finally, I can go to the beach." And then Cedric or Brad, do you remember how they end up in the locker? I don't remember how they end up in the locker.
Do not remember.
I think that our main character is trying to like get some space. Like he's like, I gotta get out of here for a minute, and then he like walks into a room, and Emiru follows him in there, and then as they're like talking and kind of hiding out from everybody because they still don't really want to be seen together, the couple that's working things out,
The couple that
They
exists
rush
in.
just to
They start
push
having
the
sex.
plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They start having sex, and because it's already too late, like they'll get caught peeping on them if they come out. They just stay in the locker so that the entire time they're fucking, right? And then that's the justification for them being in the locker, like right next to each other.
Yeah, but then he's just all like, this is, so he's not seeing what's happening. He can just hear it. So he's looking straight away in the locker, and then Emmy's looking out. And he's like, "Oh fuck, it's hot in here. I'm sweating." And then he looks down, and this girl's like hot and heavy. She's like, "I'm hot." She then starts fucking scratching the records. and he's
she's
like-
putting out a brush fire down there.
Fuck, Brad, you got me, goddamn. And then he's like, "Goddamn, this fucking bitch is peeping again, so she's turned on." And then he's like, "Wait, my pee-pee's what happened? Wait a minute, am I turned on?"
That's another thing about fucking Kido. Kido, like this dude gets excited at the most inopportune times, and we're gonna come to the worst possible example of this like later on. But holy crap, this dude is a fucking like pig. Like he's
He's a 19-year-old college student. A stiff breeze could make them hard, bro.
And everyone around him is an inexplicably horny big titty anime girl.
Everybody's doing this. Where it's just everyone is.
I mean, and they have band camp levels of sex.
Yeah, it's like like the worst American. It's like American Pie serialized.
That's actually a good way to look at it, honestly.
Yeah, but so they're trapped in this locker, and she's putting out the brush fires, and he gets rock hard, and he's like, "Oh my god, should I put out my own brush fire?" So yeah, of course, that's what they start. They start connecting. He's like, "But I have a girlfriend. But like, oh my god, I can smell her and feel her. Oh my god, this is hot." And
I don't like that.
yeah, it's so bad. Like, they're getting hot and heavy, and then the people outside finish, and he's like, whoa, snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. And he's like, I gotta get out of here. So he runs away. He fucking runs away. Then goes have sex with his girlfriend, and Emmy's just all like, dang it, didn't get what I want.
Would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you. Remember?
I was this close to finishing those fires. So that was the pool arc where they have this is like, because this is a very like, this is the beach arc where like this locker scene is like crazy important.
Because
He
it
starts
lasts
to
for like.
realize that he may, on some level, understand and enjoy the peep life.
Yeah,
He's like, do I love this girl? No. I love my girl. I love my big titty girlfriend. Who blows me in the alleyway, pushes me against the fence, and sucks my fluorescent light down.
The night they're at the beach and like when they're at the hotel, immediately he starts like banging his girlfriend again, and then.
But they're all in the same room together. Everyone is sleeping on a cot.
Oh, I
next to each
forgot
other.
about
so they're
that.
in like a fucking refugee camp bedroom.
They're all on a futon, and his monkey friend, his best friend, who is part monkey, is just sprawled out like right across from him, like a few beds away. And like while he's banging his girlfriend, he's like, "Oh, I'm about to coom," and then for a split second, Emmy flashes in his mind as he's fucking his girlfriend.
And then because that's the thing is he goes like, "Oh, Emmy," but then Emmy's the only one awake, and she's watching, and she's like, "Yeah," she's like the fucking like she's the gif of who's the guy from The Shining, Brad?
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, it's like the gif of Jack Nicholson going like, "Yeah."
It is. Yep.
And he's just like, "Oh my god, I'm about to coom," looking at me. "Oh, whatever, I'm gonna coom."
One of the weirdest parts is, did Yuri know like Emmy was awake? Like, what did she know?
No, because she's facing the other
throes of passion.
Yeah, but she's facing the other way. So she's facing the door, and he's looking at Emmy the way they're fucking.
Okay. I'm just...
So yeah, he's just like, "God damn it!" I thought he's like, "How unsatiable is this bitch? We were in that locker, and now she's watching me. What a weirdo! Fuck this! I'm out of here!" Right?
And he's very angry all the time about this. It makes him fucking
he's like, "God damn it! This bitch is looking at me. I can't even masturbate in my own home. I'm so mad, but maybe I love her." Cause like the whole time, cause this after locker scene, he keeps going like, "Do I love?" And I'm all like, "No, you fucking don't, you goddamn turtle.
No,
You fucking
dude.
19-year-old monkey. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't.
Dude, you're just horny.
You're just God." And like, jerk off all he wants, and he'll never have that post-nut clarity. Like, this man's brain is fogged all the time.
That guy who punched him was the closest he got to post-nut clarity.
That was true post-nut clarity. God, God. So, after the beach arc, Emmy finds out that his girlfriend Yuri. So, Kido's girlfriend Yuri, Emmy finds out because she's taking a shit in the bathroom, and Yuri's friends are gossiping, being like, "Oh my god, your weekend boyfriend really pounds your pussy," and she's like, "Bro, guys, shut the fuck up. There could be people here."
I just hear like I'm imagining somebody like shadow boxing in a meat locker. These are the sounds right here. I fucking hate it.
Some of these
But they're like, "Yeah, don't worry." She's like, "That lock's still there." It's like, "No, it's broken." But then Emmy's foot comes out, and she comes out like pulling up her pants, and she's just like looks at her and leaves. And like Yuri's like, "Fuck, she knows. Fuck."
Hold on. I think we skipped one of the most useless arcs in this manga. If nothing else was used, I'm talking about the childhood friend arc. You know?
No. Oh, I forgot.
You skipped it. You skipped it, Jordan.
Can we just not talk about it? It was such a waste of fucking time.
Okay. This manga is basically like a monster of the week with just different shit.
With him getting assaulted each week by a hot titty girl.
It's like, how does he get out of it this time?
I'm werewolf, but this vampire is trying to suck my cock. Fuck.
Oh no!
So, okay, well, I can just summarize this. It's childhood friend broke his heart. Turns out years later, she actually loved him. He has a girlfriend, they move on. That's it. But he does get assaulted by her. He gets assaulted by her.
No, he doesn't get out of this one unscathed.
Yeah. They get pretty close. They get pretty close.
But don't worry, Emmy was watching the whole time. Don't forget it. She was there peeping.
I've not forgotten.
Every man and woman in this manga is a rapist.
Like, I'm pretty sure they all have. Like, if this was.
No, Kido never assaults.
I don't know. Does he?
No, he never does. He's the only. Him and Yonasama are the only people that never assault anyone.
Which is kind of weird, because I thought for sure his best friend would be big scary monkey, big creepy monkey guy.
No, he's the idiot best friend that doesn't get any, but then is used for a plot point later, and then him and Makiki are the only characters I ever feel bad for.
Makiko?
Whatever the fuck her name is.
Dude.
What are you talking about? What about Madoka?
No, fuck her. She's dumb. She sucks. I hate
There's
hentai.
also like,
she
there's
is
a
pretty
thousand
dumb.
characters.
That's fair. She is pretty dumb. Are there any redeeming characters in this manga?
No,
I don't
no,
think
there's
there's a
not.
single
There's
one.
not. Oh, you know what? I also forgot. I
There
forgot.
is, there's one. There's
Who?
one.
Who?
It's that one chick. Like, God.
Oh,
I'm skipping-
the model.
Yeah, she was just an open person to having sex for whatever reason.
Well, she's.
Like-
We'll get to that because that's actually a very important
Yeah,
part.
that's actually way.
You know what
later.
arc we also forgot before the arc?
What?
The I'm secretly a lesbian arc.
Oh my! No, that's after.
Is
That's
that after?
that. Yeah, that's in fact the cheating lesbian arc happens.
Oops, all lesbian.
This takes some twists and turns, my friends.
I thought for sure like the lesbian arc was after the childhood friend arc. Is it? Is it before that? Like, I can't remember.
It's impossible for me to recall.
Like I read
I
this
just
all in
can't-
one. I read this all in one sitting, and like it's just so bad that I just kind of forgot a lot about it because it sucks. It's not good.
Like, it's
Pack it up, boys and girls. We're done here.
It's this whirlwind of tired, like weird tropes in soap operas and like ecchi mangas
Yeah.
in general.
Ecchi, you mean ecchi manga?
Ecchi,
Ecchi. It's because it's yucky. It's icky. Yuck.
It's so goopy, the goopy manga.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The lesbian arc is right after the childhood friend arc.
Yeah. So like his friend, what is her name? I keep feeling like I mispronounce it. Makiko.
Makiko. Yeah.
Makiko. So Makiko like goes over to Emmy's because she's like, oh, we're friends. Oh my god, we're friends. But then it turns out she's not friends because this girl, when she was high school, she had short hair and she dressed like a boy. People said, oh, you're a lesbian. And she was like, no, I'm not. That's fucking weird. I can't be gay because that's not cool where I'm from. So she then starts acting girly, but then she falls in love with Emmy, and then she's like, let me fuck you, Emmy? And Emmy's just like, fucking stone cold fucking Emmy over here is just like, this is fine. This is okay.
Sure, whatever.
So they start going to town, and then like Emmy's like, haha, watch this, I'm gonna finger bang you, and she's like, whoa, this is crazy. and then fucking Kido's like, what's happening next door? Why is Makiko over there? And he looks and he goes like, what? And then like she ends up getting bashed against, like she ends up like tripping into the wall, and she looks at the people and sees Kido looking, and she's just like, hey, what the fuck? Like a normal human being? The only time anybody has a fucking normal reaction to people in this whole goddamn manga.
And it's like right after she was like getting finger blasted by Emmy.
Oh, yeah.
And like, and then the reason that she doesn't tell anybody about people because she doesn't want, like, I can't let people know I'm gay. Like, whoa, I'm not, but
it's
like,
actually that's like a devastating thing that they deal with like pretty lightly. Like this one character who actually has a tiny bit of death, and she's already gone.
yeah, because then she doesn't come back to
leaves.
school. She just doesn't talk to Kido or Emmy again, and she just like vanishes for like the next like almost like 70 chapters. She doesn't come back.
Comes way at the like final quarter of this manga. Like
Ugh.
it's
Oh, it's so bad. But yeah, so that happens, and now we're at the cheating girlfriend arc.
yeah, we're in the 40s. We're in the 40s.
Oh.
So like
I'm just
who wants to
staring at my ginger beer that I thought would be a good idea to put Skittles in, and I'm just regretting life.
Oh, you fool.
I just drank all my lemonade, so I'm just looking at empty glass.
You know what? This now tastes like Nozoki Ana. A mistake.
A fitting beverage for this evening's
Oh,
episode.
God.
So now that Emmy has figured out the secret about Yuri,
Yeah.
Emmy
So wait, let's catch people up for a second. She was in the bathroom when one of Yuri's friends was also in the bathroom with Yuri, and Yuri was like, and Yuri's friend was like, "Yo, bro, I hear your weekend boyfriend plows the shit out of you," and then That's how Emmy figured it out. All right, we're caught up. Go ahead, Jordan.
Okay. So, Kido is like, hey, Emmy's leaving a lot. That's weird. Because, like, Emmy says that, Emmy at one point tells him, I never leave just in case you want to peek on your days or I get to peek on you. So she, like, doesn't get a job. She lives very frugal just so she can she probably eats cup ramen every day just so she can watch this guy fucking plow girl last rope so she can then fucking scratch the record, you know? It's the shittiest thing ever. But she starts leaving and he's like, hey, that's weird. Why is she leaving? So then he starts following her because she's going somewhere, but then he gets distracted because she's like, oh, my girlfriend likes this music box. Let me buy this girl this music box. Don't worry, this is a surprise tool they'll use for later. He just didn't stop to buy this. So then he finds Yuri and he thinks like, he's like, they go to like some weird, it's like, it's almost like a horn.
It's a dance club. It's a dance club.
It's a dance club with private rooms where you can fuck, pretty much. It's the word. Yeah. It's like a strip club without girls flinging out their titties.
It's basically this legal way where they can have like sex casually.
True.
In, like,
it's
this
like
weird, like a karaoke. This is not supposed to be allowed in a karaoke room, but because it's private, like they can get away with it.
True. Japan's very good at going loopholes around their own law to make money about sex and gambling.
Yeah. Yeah, sex and gambling, that they always have a loophole.
Oh my god. So he then
he meets up with Emmy and he's like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing following my girlfriend?" Like, and then it's like an invasion of privacy. He gets really mad at her to make it short. And she's like she's trying to get him to like, "Please don't look in this room that I'm conveniently right next to at this moment."
I'm conveniently peeping because she's peeping into the room and he's like, why are you peeping on people, you fucking freak? Let me look. And then he looks in and it's his girlfriend being fucking pounded by his weekend boyfriend.
And it's just like this dude, and at that point Kido's like, oh my god, I'm a cuck. And,
and he fucking
he's the biggest, strongest monkey in the other room, just plowing his big titty girlfriend.
And he pushes Emmy away before he sees. And she's like, no, don't do it, Kido.
Don't look.
And that's why he looks, and she's like, oh no, Kido, why'd you look?
And then he has the fucking Vine moment. Oh, so you're cheating on me? And he smacks the music box against the ground and runs away.
He runs away, and then they hear that while they're fucking, Yuri and this other dude, they hear the sound. And then this is like the Chekhov's smoking gun or whatever. They finish fucking, and okay, but before this, we need to mention the fact that Kido got hard at seeing.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
My boy pitches a tent pretty much all the time for the rest of the time.
Like when this happens, you can see like this weird like.
It's a banana. It's the banana in the pants, man.
And this weird Ashita no Joe face where he's like all pale white and it's like, oh no, oh, I'm hard.
This man is so horrified at his constant erections. I love it.
It's like, and then they go out. The guy Yuri was fucking sees the bag with the music box and he's like, what is this? What is this?
Hey, this music box is pretty gay. Like, this is this dude's reaction. He's like, who would buy a music box? That's pretty gay, bro. And she's like, oh, fuck. He found out. My boyfriend, my weak boyfriend found out. And my weekend boyfriend's being a bastard. Damn, man.
And this weekend boyfriend is very uninterested in her outside
like
of
it's
sex.
very he's made it very apparent it's a very casual relationship.
So Kido goes home and he's so sad.
No, don't forget the bridge scene. Don't forget the bridge scene where he's like on the bridge and he's screaming.
I forgot about this. Oh, I just blocked out so much garbage.
And like, okay, so Kido is like devastated that he caught his girlfriend cheating on him. So he goes out on this bridge.
Oh yeah, he has the moment where he's like, I always knew it wasn't her dad. Ah!
Like, and Emmy's like there to comfort him, like, oh, while he's screaming all this shit, like, oh man, why was I even born? And then bam, Emmy drops the bomb that I completely forgot about, but she says, no, it's okay. Happy birthday, Kido. And it turns out it was his birthday.
Oh, that's right. It was his birthday. And she's like, don't worry. And she's pretty much like, don't worry. I'll always love you. Wink. And it's just
I'll
like,
never forget you.
it's like, you're my little peep champ.
It's like, not only that, but when he hugs her, she's like really short, so he's on his knees hugging her, so his face is like right in her chest, like in her boobs.
Of course.
He's never hugged a woman in this entire
Like,
series where
it's-
he wasn't.
It really puts it in his perspective, like what this creator's like.
He hugs
priorities
a
are.
girl like he's fucking them. Like, a fucking
Yeah.
underarm claws into the shoulder, you know? Like he's
Yep.
trying.
While he's crying, like.
And then, so he's like, all right, I'm gonna go home and wanna die. Bye. And he goes home, and then Yuri shows up. She's like, hey, my little pog champ. I remembered that it was your birthday today, so I came to hang out. And he's just like, I'm sad. Meh, meh, meh. She's like, oh, and he keeps thinking like, I watched her get fucked. And she's like, come on, let's have birthday sex, and we can hang out on the weekends now. It'll be cool. And he's like, no. And she's just like, look at this music box. It will never play again. And he's like, oh, she knows. And she's just like, please don't break up with me. Please. I only dated you so my weekend boyfriend would care about me, but it turned my weekend boyfriend on knowing that he was fucking her and like the weak boyfriend was like being cucked. And he's
Go ahead.
it's so and he's just like, I don't want to play with you anymore. And she's just all like, I'm gonna disappear for 70 chapters now. Bye.
No. She appears for like one chapter, and then they never. Like,
Oh, she walks past him, and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess it's really over.
I guess it's really over, and then she's gone for like 70 chapters. And then that night, like he goes and talks to Emmy about is like, I'm so sad. I'm so freaking sad.
You know
man."
what? Can we talk about something I totally forgot to? We skipped over another arc that happened
Oh my god, what arc
It's
did we
impossible to
forget?
keep this story together.
because there's
Yeah.
just so much because there's like until
There's
he
no
br-
rhyme or reason to it.
because
Not only
in-
that-
until he breaks up with Yuri, there's like he deals with the monster of the week girl, and we forgot that he almost has sex with his teacher.
Oh, god
yeah.
damn it, yes we
Oh,
did.
we forgot about that one.
That
That was really
I don't want to
short.
go into it. It's so boring, but I forgot to talk
really
about the
boring.
greatest thing ever is that we forgot to mention Yuri buys him a stainless steel skull ring that he wears around. And he's like, yeah, my cool girlfriend bought me the skull ring. I totally
How
forgot about
that?
the skull ring.
Alright, well, I can quickly summarize the teacher thing. Oh,
Go.
teacher's upset that the married man she was having an affair with dumped her, and he wanted to go full time with his marriage, and Kido's like, oh, don't worry, you'll find love that isn't a married guy, and that's it.
Yeah, that's
That's the
it.
entire thing.
She had big anime titties. and
Big
that was
anime
it.
titties.
She had big anime titties.
Big, yeah, but so,
Yeah.
okay, so now we're back. Kido's sad in his room. Emmy's just all like, come on. Like, it's almost like he's poking, you could feel the proverbial stick just going like, come on, masturbate, do something. I'm trying to get my rocks off, stop bad. So then he like, do you remember how he goes over to Emmy's house? Do you remember why he does?
It's because like he gets really sad, and he said, "I'm scared of being alone," and
That's
so
right.
she's like, and so she just comforts him. They go into her apartment, and then they sleep together, as in literally just sleep together. They're just in the same bed sleeping because he's really upset about getting cucked. So they're just hugging and sleeping. Well, and the weird part was she's naked. She's the only
Oh,
one that's
no,
naked.
I remember why. I remember why she's naked. Because
Why?
he's sad about being alone, right? So
Yeah.
he peeks not on his day. So he breaks the rule by not
That's
peeking
right.
on his day. So she comes over and said, you have to be punished now. And the punishment was that she got to sleep naked with him.
Yeah.
And now because of the bridge scene and the sleeping naked, he's like, oh man, do I love Emmy? So then he goes over and then they're gonna have sex. So he's like, I'm gonna fuck you because I'm sad, but I think I love you. But then it was all a ploy that Emmy recorded him so that he could keep peeping on him because she didn't want to end.
Just to keep this manga going.
But
for
don't
another
worry,
70
this will actually
chapters.
come back as an important tool we'll use for
Oh.
fucking later. Because
Please.
everything with Emmy actually has a reason that gets tied up in the end, but it's like tying up a bow on a fucking box full of horse shit.
So-
You
so
open,
bad.
they give it to you thinking like, oh man, this is gonna be great, and you open its poop, and you're like, fuck, this is my
so
fault.
bad.
I knew. I watched the horse poop in the box. I should have known better. Oh
I
my.
mean, a lot of this manga's like choices up until that weird arc where Emmy's the end game or whatever. Like it's all monster of the week, so it's all disjointed. Where you could honestly like confuse every arc for each other, or like before or after one another, and so
Yuri-
it doesn't matter.
Yuri only exists to make him sad. That's literally it. And then he gets sad, does the thing with Emmy. Emmy fucks him over. Guess what? Still fucking dead. Then he goes to hang out with some new characters, 3 new characters, because all the old characters have had their arcs and are they're thrown in the trash because
They're basically dead.
Pretty much.
yeah, they're basically dead. So we introduced 3 new characters who, let me see if I can fucking remember their name. Oh my god.
I know I can't.
Madoka, the quirky virgin girl,
Who's
Seiji-
22? It's so crazy.
Oh man. Oh.
And then Seiji and Rei, right?
Seiji's the one that wants to fuck Madoka.
Seiji's the guy who just wants to fuck.
Yeah, he's lusting after Madoka's loins. Like,
This
it's
man's
not
just
subtle.
down to clown.
He wants to fuck
Yeah,
virgins because he's that guy you meet in college who's like, yeah, I only fuck virgins, bro. I need to be the first one to pop that soda can, and you're just like, you've interacted with a guy like that. And you're like, ah, yes.
Luckily, when I went to college, I did not encounter that at all. Thank God. Like,
Well-
I would have like gagged in real life.
Well,
That's
I didn't meet
terrible.
those people in college. I met those people in high school. So yuck,
Oh,
yuck, so
that's
gross.
especially weird because it's in high school.
Yeah, God. Oh god, disgusting people.
That's like mega creepy.
Yeah, they were so
Alright.
gross.
Oh
But yeah,
my God.
so like, oh fuck, where are we? So he then gets sad, hangs out with these people, Madoka, Seiji, and Rei. And Rei and Seiji are fuck buddies, and then they bullying Madoka about being a virgin because she's 22, hasn't fucked. That's so fucking weird. You're so quirky.
Man,
Let's make
fuck
fun
you.
of you and laugh
Oh
at you.
God, ugh.
So
That's cringe.
So he then goes home with Madoka because Madoka likes him because you find out he helped Madoka when she's technically Kido's technically her high and she's the kohai because even though she's older, she's technically a year in the lower year than him. But so he ends up helping her like find a classroom, and she's like, "Whoa, this guy is so fucking cool. He helped me walk down the hallway. I'm in love with him."
I'm in love with him. Yeah, she's basically the guy who falls in love with a cam girl.
The-
That's what she made.
Did you say cam girl?
Yes.
Okay. Whew. Yikes.
Oh God, I don't want to know what you think I said.
You said cam girl. My brain was like, huh? What? Huh? What? But yeah, so like, he then takes Madoka home, and Madoka's like, I'm a virgin, be nice. Ooh, 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 ooh. And he's all like, oh fuck, it's Emmy's turn to peep. I can't do this to this girl, but still kinds of tries to do it to her. But then she's all like, I gotta go. This is weird. And she's just all like, she gets like sad because she like is not good at sex. So it's the old like, you have to be good at sex or I'm gonna leave you kind of thing. Even though young is bad at sex because nobody knows what's happening. It's like being like, I can weld right off the bat. I've never welded before, but goddamn, I'm good at it. You know?
Better be an expert or I'm gonna fire you.
Yeah, right. It's a thing. And so he's like, damn, I'm sad again, and I can't love because Emmy's fucked me over and Yuri's fucked me over. I'm sad. So what's her face? Do we even get her name? Do we even remember her name?
Describer.
The nude model.
Now?
Is that what it is?
Now?
It was something like that, yeah.
The girl that just fucks Kido because it was fun?
Well, cause like they see her as a nude model, right? She comes in as a nude model. They draw her naked, and then she ends up going to the convenience where Kido works, and she's like, whoa, hey guy, you're the one who got a boner looking at me, and he's like, whoa, that wasn't me, other guy. And then, oh, of course, Emmy shows up, and he's like, God fucking damn it, this bitch, God damn it. But then, like, they leave, and Emmy convinces this girl to fuck him? And then it turns out she wanted to have sex with somebody. Her boyfriend had left her, but was supposed to come back on this day, but she never did. So they were both sad. But then she convinces him that, like, it's okay to love and loss. Like, this girl literally exists to tell him, like, it's okay to love and loss. But you can fuck my brains out.
Like, get over it. Yeah, that's now. Like,
that's now.
That was the character I was telling you about that was like, oh, her only purpose is to just fuck and tell him a life lesson. That's
the best character. She's so just in and out, doesn't assault anybody, doesn't do anything shitty. It's just a good person. and
nothing overly problematic. Like, nothing awful.
Yeah.
Just one and done. Like, a good character is the one character that shows up once and does nothing bad and then leaves.
So now he's all like, whoa, Emmy was my wingman. Maybe she's pretty okay. Maybe. Then she starts then this love and loss thing turns into thinking like, okay, maybe I am okay with this peep life. Because it's only got one more year. Because we'll make it to graduation and she'll disappear. Because Emmy's all like, one more year, and then when graduation happens, the whole will disappear, I will disappear, you'll never need to think about me ever again. So he goes like, you know what? I'm gonna turn this into a victory. I'm gonna win at the peephole. Me, I'm gonna be the winner. So then he convinces this poor Madoka, the character who's like the character who you're all like, oh, I feel bad for her, until later on where you're all like, nope, she suffers that I'm written. So like, he then convinces her to come back over, and then they have sex, and he takes her virginity in front of the people, throws the victory in, and Emmy being like, bitch, I won!
Against Emmy.
And then Emmy's just all like, what? Am I a loser? Did I lose? And she like has this moment, and my favorite thing is like Emmy always has these things where like he's like, oh, she looks sad, that's weird, and then just keep
No, I like, oh god, she starts banging against the wall too, Emmy. Like, she starts banging against the wall.
Yeah, and he's like, whoa, that's against the rules.
It's like, whoa, bro, I'm getting my pipe clean, come on.
Whoa, bro, I'm taking this girl's V card. Look at me. I gave you a V because I took a V. And I'm just like, I wish to die. I wish a meteor would strike me right now so I didn't have to read this manga any fucking more because, goddamn, it sucks.
Not only that, but like, there was a panel in that chapter, like the chapter following it, I think, of just Emmy being sad. And we're supposed to feel, I feel sympathy for her because she just watched her dude fuck this other girl, but it looks so fucking stupid. Like they're not in a relationship. She just continued this process that she like did to herself of wanting to continue this peep game. She got Madoka laid for this peep game.
Yeah,
and she's
so
upset.
because now Kido's not fighting it, and for some reason she wanted him to fight it, but like
it's super rapey, man. It's super uncomfy.
Oh, it's everything about this manga, just straight into the garbage.
Just very uncomfy, despite the stream name.
So like, then I think hands down, somehow the worst arc happened. Just like, I'm like, oh fuck. We're past it. I'm like, I feel like I'm on a ship, and I just got through the storm. I'm standing there soaking wet. My nipples are showing, of course. A shirt tight against my body, and I look out, and I'm just like, ah, finally. Nothing bad can ever happen. And then I see a tornado heading my way, and I'm like, fuck. So, they go on a school trip.
Yep.
And, oh my god, what is this fucking character's name?
Which one?
The cute idol girl.
Idol girl.
Because remember, this is the girl. Oh, Hana. No. Wait, no, maybe not her.
Is it the one who's like fuck buddies with that other dude?
No, that's Rie.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. That's Rie. Who are you talking about?
Oh, Chisato.
Chisato.
She's the
Oh!
Yes,
No,
this
wait.
arc. This fucking garbage arc.
Can we not talk about that arc? That was so dumb.
Yes, but this
Oh.
arc is so important too. It's the worst. Because
It's so dumb.
okay, I'm gonna this arc real fast. So they go on
Yeah,
this. They go on this hiking trip to paint nature. So they're staying in this onset, and they introduce this character named Chisato. She's this cute 19-year-old. She's like, they treat her like an idol. Everybody's after her. She picks Kido because he has main character syndrome. He's like, I'm gonna fuck her. I'm gonna ruin his relationship and fuck him. Da 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 da. Emmy finds out that she just likes to make people unhappy, and she likes to be the winner. So she then gets him. She again locks him in a room, assaults him, and he's just like, oh no, I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. And then he's like, I wish Emmy was here to save me. And he looks around. He's like, oh, I want Emmy to save me so bad. I'm hallucinating. Guess what? Emmy's there watching him get assaulted, fucking scratching the DJ. And I'm just like, I hate this so much. Like goddamn. And then she stands up and goes like, I heard about all your plans. And she's just like, swiper no swiping, and then leaves, and that's it. But like this acts as a point for another reason that like it later on puts that like Emmy actually loves him, but like it's just so bad. It's just like why?
That was one of the worst scenes that I remember.
Like it's just like I was like how can this get worse? And then I say that out loud in my fucking boat that's torn apart now, and I'm swimming on one plank, and now the sharks are surrounding me, and I'm almost like, love him or hate him, bop boop bip. Because then we end everything cooling down the arc.
Oh my god.
Because fucking he leaves it. So Kido having a good time, got a good girlfriend. He lets Emmy peek. He doesn't look at all. He thinks life is swell. So he leaves his apartment and he forgets to lock the door. But he's like, oh, Emmy's home. So like, if anybody tries to break in, she'll stop him, right? So the character that introduced arc, Seiji. It's just like, I'm gonna go hang out with Kido today. I'm gonna go see what Kido's up to.
I actually wasn't. Are you talking about the dude who's fucking Rie?
Yeah, Seiji.
Yeah, it's not Seiji. It's Shiro. That was my bad.
Oh, Seiji's the punch guy. Okay.
Seiji's the punch guy.
Okay, so Shiro, my bad. Shiro and Rei are the fuck buddies, and then
Yeah,
Seiji's a
the
character that
boy.
comes at the end of the manga.
Uh-huh.
My bad. Don't care. All of them suck.
Oh, big monkey.
Big monkey. But like, so Shiro shows up, is like, I'm gonna hang out with Kido, and then he's like, oh, Kido's not home. I guess I'll just chill in this dude's house. And then he's like, oh, a peephole. Let me look through it. And then he looks through it, and Emmy's all like, oh, Kido's looking at me. Gotta scratch the record. And then she starts scratching the record, and he's just like, because Shiro's like, humma, wow, booba.
Whoa! He turns into a cartoon wolf.
He's just like, oh,
Miwa.
he's just fucking, wow, booba. So then
The
he,
entirety of The Mask with Jim Carrey played.
yes. Oh my fucking god. So then he finds out about it, and then he's just all like, well, Emmy, you have to have sex with me now, because I will keep your secret safe. And he's like, he's just like, what? She's just like, what? Cringe.
These are normal interactions you have with people you know.
Oh my god. And then I'm trying to remember. So he's like, oh, I remember what it is. He doesn't want to have sex with her.
He wants to do the peeping.
He
game
wants
with her.
because they explain the peeping to him because he comes home, finds out about it, and he explains the peeping to Shiro, and Shiro's like, "Oh, you two fuck, I'll watch. I want to see what's up, right?" And then they just hang out, and he's just like, "Yo, come on, fuck, I want to watch. This is cool." And I'm just like, oh, I wish to die. I wish to perish. So they do nothing. Fucking Shiro mad, right? And he's just all like, and then Kido's like, I want nothing to do with this. I'm gonna go hang out at my girlfriend's house, right? But the whole time, his poor girlfriend. I hope Emmy's okay.
He's fantasizing. He's fantasizing like, what if Shiro's fucking Emmy right now?
I hope my awful next door neighbor's okay.
I hope that my awful next door neighbor, who has been basically blackmailing me for the past half a year, is all right.
It's a year and a half at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
fuck.
The whole
passage of time is kind of easy to miss.
What?
But in
Yeah.
entirety, does this take like 2 or 3 years?
It's 2
All
years
of
because
this?
they're getting
2
their
years.
associate's degree in art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
Uh,
so he then finds out his girlfriend Madoka has like weird costumes. She's like, haha, I bought these as pranks, unless like you want me to be a nurse, haha, ooh, ooh. It's like, ugh, I'm so angry all the time. I hate this so much.
and then Shiro at this point is like, oh, I can't stand anymore, because he's like playing the peeping game. He's peeping on Emmy masturbating, and he's like, I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna fuck her.
No,
right
she's
now.
not masturbating. She's just doing nothing.
Oh no. Yeah, you're right. But then afterwards, after like a while, she's like, all right, might as well do this. And she starts masturbating, and then like in order to goad him into trying to do something, right? Because like she set up a camera in that room to record him trying to, do the thing.
Yes.
And then here comes Kido as a police officer.
Yeah, he texts Emmy being like, yo, bro, I'll save your life, Emmy. I'll be your knight in shining armor. I have an idea. So, like, yeah, so he pretends to be a police officer, and he runs away. He fucking the balcony and be like, I gotta go. I don't want to be arrested,
He acme's his way out.
They're on the 3rd floor, by the way. This dude has legit.
He climbs down
skills.
he climbs down the tree.
Okay, no. I'm looking at it. There is no tree.
Oh, he just jumps punch him.
He needs himself.
I can't get arrested. I'll break both my legs instead.
And she's over the balcony with the camera in hand, and she's like, "Hey, you'll never."
I'll tell the police. Hee quirky.
Quirky. And then he says out loud, "I don't want to get involved with her anymore. She's so scary." And that's it.
And then he's like, I'll never tell anybody. Then fucking play the Curb Your Enthusiasm song. Because literally next chapter, he tells her his fuck buddy, Ray, and Ray's all like, oh, my character arc is, I don't want anybody to be happy. I'm gonna ruin everybody's.
Pretty accurate.
Oh,
So
God.
then she comes over and be like, I know about your people. And they're like, fuck, everything's falling apart. This sucks. So, she's the one who's like, hey, I want to watch you guys fuck. That's what it was. It wasn't Shiro that said that. That was Ray. Ray was like, you.
Ray.
And Ray's like, and Kido and Emmy's like, no, Kido's like, I got a girlfriend that I love.
It's every couple, every character in this manga is just human garbage. Just
Epitome of trash.
Just human garbage. So, come to find out that, so this arc is pretty much, she's blackmailing them about the people, and she's just like, I'll tell Madoka, do what I say, right? So then how she tricks them is that oh no, I forgot. I mixed this up. how she tells them, she tricks Kido's best friend, Yoni-sama, to take Kido's apartment so he can fuck her, and then she looks to the people at both of them being like, haha, I know your secret. That's how she lets them know. He fucks her best friend, Kido's best friend. I forgot that, because poor Yoni, he's just a sweetheart, and they fucking do him dirty the whole time.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, you're right, because Rie just lets his monkey friend fuck her, like, just for this specific thing.
Yeah.
It's so, like, that's so petty.
And that, yeah, and then he just holds him right? So, if I remember correctly what happens, they somehow get Ray to confess while Yoni, the best friend, is watching. So he finds out, right? And he's just all like, yeah, you can't hold this over him anymore. You're a bitch. I'm out of here. But thanks for taking my virginity and give me good sex. I'm a pro now. And you're just like, cringe. Because Kido tells him all about the peephole, right? Because she's threatening him, like, I'm going to tell everybody about the peephole. And Kido decides that he's going to tell everybody about the peephole. So he tells the best friend first, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's going to tell Madoka after they blow up Ray, right? But,
I got so lost.
I'll be honest, like, this is basically the guy assaulting Emmy with his girlfriend assaulting Kido all over again. But, like, the reverse, where the girl is just this awful person who's, like, making things 100 times more complicated than it ever should be for the sake of getting her rocks off because it's fun to, like, fuck with people. And, like, his friend, what's his name again? Yonisama?
I think it's
Yonayama?
Yonayama.
Is that what it is?
Man.
I don't remember.
Monkey Man finds out. Monkey Man finds out and he's like, oh, this is fucked up.
And he's
don't
like,
do this to my friends. But, and then he's like, I'm sorry, Kido. I don't know whether or not to forgive you.
Kido, you're kind of cringe.
You're kind of cringe. You're not poggers.
But
And
don't worry, I'm still your friend, but I can't hang out for a while. Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry because I basically lost my virginity to this girl who was using me for just to get back at you for whatever reason.
So...
And what chapter is this? Because okay, here's the
76,
confession.
76.
I made it to like 92.
Oh, you
no.
never finished?
You never finished?
I got to 92 at 7:30.
You probably should have stopped way earlier. Maybe we should have never read
Oh,
this
Roy,
in
so we
our
get to explain the fucking train wreck of an ending to Brad. Pog! This is
This is gonna be great!
Oh, I'm pogging. Okay, so let's speed round to the end because this is I'm excited. All right, so what happens is Ray then tells Madoka, his now girlfriend, about the people, and Madoka's like, what the fuck? This is fucked up. You know what? Fuck Emmy. Let's fuck in front of the hole to torture Emmy because Emmy likes you. I know that Emmy likes you, but you're mine. So I'm gonna show her that you're mine by constantly fucking in front of the hole. And you know, this relationship's okay, I guess, because I love you. So they go through this whole garbage of Madoka just being like, yeah, we gotta fuck in front of the hole. We gotta show Emmy. Fuck her, fuck her, fuck her, fuck this bitch. She's mine. And Madoka just being really possessive over Kido. Instead of them being like, hold up. I'm gonna head out.
But like Emmy tries to make it seem like it's all her fault, like it's all herself's fault, and that Kido has no say in it. Like
that's right, because Madoka confronts Emmy, and Emmy's like, haha, I forced him, and she's like, you know what, fuck you, I'm gonna torture you now, like you tortured Kido. And the whole time Kido's like, why are you taking all the blame? Emmy, I'm at fault too. I'm at fault too. And then it turns into like, wait, maybe I love Emmy because she's always helping me? And like at that point, I literally felt like my brain cracked and fried because I'm like, no, you dumb fucking idiot. She's putting you in these situations by blackmailing you constantly and like forcing you into this situation. It's not like she breaks your leg and then takes you to hospital.
This is like
She didn't help you. She didn't help you out. She's the one who broke your leg, bro.
This is the manga version of Stockholm Syndrome. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
It is. It literally is. Like this whole manga is Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's
So like he then over this course finds out that he's like, wait, no, I love Emmy. And he's like, I'm gonna break up with Madoka and love Emmy. But Emmy disappears. She vanishes.
oh my god. Yeah. And here comes this new character, Bing Bang Bong Big Titty.
Oh, Tasumi!
Miru's big sister Tsugumi.
Tsugumi. Yeah, the girl who's all like, yeah, you killed the love of my life, so you can't.
Don't say it. Like we'll get to that.
No,
we'll get to
because Tsugumi's all like, oh, you killed the love of my life, I'm gonna steal your love. And then this causes Kido to think, oh yeah, I love Emmy. Cool, poggers. And I'm just like, this girl just drugged you and was gonna rape you to teach Emmy a lesson, and your takeaway from this is like, oh, I love Emmy. And I'm just like, huh? What? What's happening? I'm getting so dumb reading this.
Like, it's everything that happens is the dumbest development possible for the situation at hand. Like,
It's
It's
like
just-
every stupid fucking decision a college could make, they make. They're like, ah, yes,
just
this
like
is good.
God, if there was ever a manga to like real, I feel like this would be a boomer's argument against millennials. Just this manga.
This is why these kids can't have universal health care.
This is the future liberals want.
You see this future? You see this dumbass future we have ahead of us, America? You want these kids?
Everybody's gonna be a liberal cook.
You want to see your man get cooked?
Back in my day, we beat our wives, and we're the only ones who did that. But nowadays, people want their wives to be beaten by somebody else. That's cringe. And
In my day, we didn't make no childhood friends with no dark skins.
oh no!
We gotta reel it back. Premium
I-
content. Anything else? The monkey fist. That character from Kim Possible. Diego, what was her name? That's who I thought of. With this so-called sister walking into his house.
This is like, Grandma, no, you can't say that moment I've ever had in my whole entire life.
Reference for people who should never read this manga.
Oh my god. I literally had to lay down. I'm laying down right now. Like, I'm just like, you said that, and I'm just like, I need to lay down. Oh my god.
For people who don't want to look up like what I said because it's so bad.
No,
but-
don't ever talk about it ever again. I gotta cut it from the VOD.
It's because Kido's childhood friend who tried to rape him.
Oh,
had, like,
she's a Gara, so she's always tan.
Yeah, that's the joke. That's the entire joke.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not-
I forgot about the childhood best friend. Like, this is like
Saved.
this is like your grandma saying like, "Oh, that was a nice color folk," and you just go, "Grandma, no, you can't say that." And you're like,
Please don't
"Grandma, I'm
say
putting
that."
you in a home now."
Like you can't say they're one of the good ones anymore. That's not okay.
Hey, Kim Possible, guys. Let's talk about Kim Possible.
Hey, remember Junior? Why was he so hot? What Kim Possible character would you guys fuck?
Can we talk about
And why was it the blue guy? What was his name? What was the from Kim Possible's name?
Dr. Draken?
Oh, dude. Do you think his dick was blue?
Had to be. Had to be.
God.
If his face is that pale.
Remember when Ron broke out of the friend zone?
Wow. Remember when aliens invaded in Kim Possible?
Remember when Ron committed actual murder by killing those two aliens?
No, I guess so. Remember fucking Rufus? Wow, quirky.
Oh man, remember when Ron had monkey powers?
Yeah, God, wow. Now, welcome to my new podcast, Talking Possible, where we review every episode of Kim Possible, a much better podcast than whatever this was. Oh, all right. Where were we? Somebody get us back on track, because I'm still laying down. The room is spinning.
Just Omega sweating.
I'm waiting for the meteor to come.
Alright,
I'm
Emmy's sick. She met her sister again or whatever.
Oh yeah, Emmy has a fever and he like licks her to get rid of the fever. No, wait, no. Sorry. My bad. That's Kiss Exist. I'm thinking about a different thing. My bad.
Should we review Kiss Exist?
No, we haven't. I was just thinking about Kiss X6. My bad. No, we're not. Keep going. So she gets sick. The sister then drugs him, tries to rape him. Emmy's like, don't. And she's just all like, I'll get you next time, Emmy. And then she leaves. And then she gets sick, and Kido takes care of her by laying on top of her and feeding him medicine. And he's like, wait, I love Emmy. I have to break up with Madoka. So he goes to break up with Madoka, and Madoka's like, I love you. And he's just like, no, you don't. You don't want to be with me. I'm garbage. And she's just like, and then he's just like, bye, bitch. And then Seiji, who only exists to be like, you're too good for Madoka. And he's like, yeah. And then he punches her. And then he's all like, I deserve that. You know, I feel so good now. I'm gonna go find Emmy. So he goes to find Emmy. Uh-oh, she's gone. But guess who's back? Makiki's back. And she's like, don't worry. I'm back and I have a lesbian haircut now, I guess, because I've accepted who I am.
Time has passed.
Oh my god. And she's just like, she's like, we'll find Emmy. And then they find a fucking note in the wall that's just pretty much Emmy being like, for letting me peep on you. I love you. And he's just like, I love you too, Emmy. Oh my god, I can't believe you're gone. Pet my hands. And then Makiki's like, don't worry, we'll find her. I have a certain set of skills, and we'll find her. And then they find a fucking match card that leads them to the girl that is Emmy's best friend from high school. And she's like, but she's a sex worker because why the fuck not? So then, because then she like calls her and I think her name is Saki, right?
I think so. Yeah. Koizumi Saki.
Yeah, so Saki's like, I don't know, meet me at my work and we can talk. So he goes and then Emmy's like, distract him. I'm going home. And so Saki like tries to get Kido to fuck her, right?
Yeah.
And Kido's like, if I fuck, tell me where Emmy is. And she's like, yeah, I guess. And then Kido's like, all right, this is fun.
Did we just completely skip over the part where Sugumi tried to rape Kido by drugging him?
No, I talked about that.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah. And then, so Saki's like, all right. And then Saki can't go through with it because Kido loves Emmy and Saki is Emmy's best friend. So then we get into the meat you've all been waiting for. You ate your green bean casserole, so it's time to eat the ham, baby. So we learn about fucking Emmy's dark past. So to sum it up,
in the end game,
to sum it up, Emmy was she was just a normal average girl. She wore pigtails. She was cute. She loved her. She had a stepbrother because her mom married her dad. Her mom married a man, a son, and they guys got to be siblings together and raise each other the best way. And they're like, oh my god, we're as fucking tight as two peas in a pod. It's like, wowzer. And she's like, oh my god, big brother, I love you so much. And your soon-to-be wife, Sugumi, she's so great. This is epic poggers everywhere. Oh my god, so fucking cool. And she's like, I'm gonna go to art school. And her mom's like, that's fucking cringe. The brother's all like, don't worry, mom, I'm the star child. Pay attention to me, right? So Emmy's all like, oh my god, big brother, I drew a picture of you. And he's like, whoa, let's hang this up in your room. And she's like, okay. And then so they hang it up in their room, and you find out that he drills a fucking hole through the eye to make a peephole between the two rooms. And then Emmy catches them having sex and then masturbates to it, I guess. And the whole time, like, oh no, 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 this is incest. This is incest. No, 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 no. But just like, she just likes peep, I guess, because then
she likes the act of peeping, I think.
Because then, like,
it doesn't make it any less okay. Like, it's still fucking, like, horrible.
And she can't stop thinking about them having sex and the peeping, but she's like, no, this is fine. I love my big brother, and I love his soon-to-be wife. This is cool. Having a good time. And
that it's through a picture of her stepbrother just on that wall is already a, like,
yeah,
because
then
bad.
she accidentally knocks it over and finds the peephole, and she's like, whoa, is my brother peeping on me? That's weird. All right, let me masturbate in front of this hole. And the big brother's like, what the fuck are you doing? That's cringe. I want to look at you. I want to look at my cute sister. I don't want anything sexual about it. I just want to look at how cute you are, my
Why
sister.
are you making it so weird?
Yeah, why are you making this so weird by scratching your record? I just want to look at you and see you grow up to be my cute little sister. And I'm just like, I wish to extra die. This sucks.
I can't. This is like exactly where I stop.
Okay. So, do you know you want to say the big climax of this scene, Jordan, of this chapter?
So
of them, the big brother confronting his sister about it.
and he's like, I don't want anything sexual with you. I just want to be your big bro, and I want you to live your best life and have your best life, little sister. I took all this brunt from mom so you could live your best life. Blah, 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 blah. Yap, 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 yap. And she's like, this is weird. I'm leaving. So she runs away. He chases after her. And then they're crossing a street. And he grabs her and turns her around. And they look and they're like, and he's like, don't run away from me.
He doesn't grab her. He's just chasing her through the street. And it's like, for a brief moment, it's like, oh, we're normal. We look normal because we're not fucking disgusting. Like,
I just want my sister to love me as her brother, but not in a sexual way, because that's cringe. And I'm just like,
it's cringe, bro. That's not like, poggers.
Why Japan? Why do you have this weird like Onisa? Why do you have this weird sister complex thing? It's so fucking weird. It's so weird. But like, so she turns around and looks at him, and he's like, Emmy, and then he gets hit by a truck.
What?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
He gets hit by a truck.
Yeah, he gets hit by a fucking truck and dies.
God.
And she's all like, oh, that bastard. He looked like he had such a brotherly face when he died. And I'm just like, what's happening? And then she's like, I'm empty now. I'm an empty person because I killed my brother, I guess. But I moved it.
No, don't forget, Sugumi went to comfort her, saying, oh, it's not your fault. And then Emmy's fucking dumbass is like, I'm gonna tell you everything that happened. I'm gonna show you the
And
people.
she's just like, that's fucking cringe.
That's not poggers.
That's
bro.
not poggers. But like, so she like runs away, and she's like, I'll get my revenge on you, Emmy-chan. And then leaves and fucking becomes Phantom of the Opera or whatever.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I'll drug your boyfriend later and rape him. Yeet. And I'm just like, oh. Gigok, you motherfucker. You did this to me. I thought this was gonna be this was gonna be good. But turns out clown makeup on because I'm a fool. So
series, I swear.
So Emmy a husk of a human because her brother died by a truck. And she's like, oh my god, I'm so sad. And then she
one's safe.
And she moves into the apartment, and she sees Kido move in, and she sees the peephole, and she sees him fucking blast rope, and she's like, what a kind human being.
Yeah, that's the entire
He's like-
summary of how
She's
they.
like, wow, what a kind person. He loves his best friend. Wowsy bowsy.
Wow, it's so odd. He's so honest. Like,
I'm now like vigorously scrolling to find like the panel where he gets like drilled by a bus.
It's a box truck.
I think it's 104. 104.
Okay.
I'm still laying down, by the way. My eyes are closed. I haven't opened them in a while. I'm just like, I'm envisioning sweet death at this point.
I mean, that's what everyone wished for when we read this.
So,
Oh god, there it is. His fucking shoe came off.
yeah.
His shoe came up is the biggest indicator that
And,
he got
and like the
removed.
next scene is like the funeral and like the holding the shoe or something like that.
It's just a picture of the shoe instead of him.
It's
next
like
to
this
the
was his
casket.
last possession before it got obliterated.
Just
But like,
the
so
worst.
she sees Kido and she's like, he seems like a nice guy. I'ma watch him. And then, you know, all the shenanigans happen. And like, he finds Emmy. And like, they have this touching moment. Wow.
This
It's not,
touching moment.
it's not touching at all. It's fucking
It's
everything
not-
about this.
it's not.
They confess each other and then they like, are just like, oh my god, I love you. Oh my god, I love you.
And
I love you
the
for
entire point is, the entire point is, oh, I'll accept you for all your flaws, even if you did murder your brother.
But she didn't. She didn't murder his brother. Motherfucker jaywalked and got hit by a car.
That's a joke.
That's a ticketable offense.
Also, we forgot to mention that like, Kido interacts with Tsugumi, the girl who drugged and raped him, the dead brothers.
She's like, and he's like, you know, I think you truly loved Emmy even after everything that's happened. And like Segumi's like, okay, I forgive her now or whatever. And they move past the fact that she raped him. Like, what? Everything moves so fast at the end. Like,
Ra-
it's disgusting how
Assault
weird all
no consequence. in
like
this
all
world.
of these emotions like
It's
get
bad. It
resolved
sucks.
within like a few seconds, like in pacing. It's
Uh,
absurd.
so then they. So it's the day before graduation, and they go to a love hotel, and finally they're gonna make love. And I forgot to mention, Emmy's a virgin, so like this has been
Yeah.
that was a plot point for like all the time, and it just was like so weird. I didn't care about it.
It was very.
But like
very
he's
weird.
like, and then he's like, oh my god, I'm like. Then they start like, she's like, please one more time, let me live the peep life, like by the let me live, but like let me live by the rules one more time, where it's like it's still my time, so you have to do everything I want. And she lives through like all the moments they had, like the locker moment and like the fucking sleeping naked moment. They lived through all the moments they had together of like Kido having his weakness and his heart torn out, and like where she was always comforting him, I guess. So they these moments together, and Kido's like, wow. And then they finally have sex, and it's like, wow, wee, wowzer bowsers. But then guess what? She leaves.
Yeah.
She abandons him, and he's just like, what? And then they like he finds her, and they're like across a river, and she calls him, and she's like, I'm leaving. I'll be back.
In 1 year. 1 year.
I'll be back in 1 year. And he's like, you better. And she throws her phone in the river. So then the last chapter is a year in the future.
1
and-
year later, a time skip, baby.
A time skip, baby. So everyone graduated and everybody took a job. So it's all of them hanging out, right? It's everybody. It's like all the characters are hanging out.
Yeah, every character is just suddenly good with each other, aside from the rapist people.
Yeah. So it's like Yonayama, Mariki, Rei, and Shiro, and Yuri's there, and Yuri's just like,
You're-
Yuri takes him back to the fucking fence where she fucking sucked him dry and was like, you were pretty, and she's just like, up, she goes like, you were pretty pug, champ. I loved you, but I'm gonna leave now because I don't want you to know. Okay, bye. And I'm like, you're wasting my
Oh my
time.
god. And then Madoka and Seiji, it turns out they're going out, and then like, as
They're not going out, they're married because she's having his baby.
What? Really?
Yeah, she's pregnant with the girl who had the lesbian arc is like, well, I'm not a lesbian because.
Who I'm talking about? That's not who I'm talking
Oh wait,
about.
who
I'm
he's
talking about Madoka.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were talking about Makiki
No,
and
no.
Yonayama.
The virgin girl that Kido fucking.
Oh yeah, she's dating the
with
guy
his
who punched him in the
legacy.
face, and she's just all like,
Yeah.
"Bye, kiddo. Live your best
Yeah,
PogChamp life."
Farewell.
Oh my god. And so he goes back to the apartment. So guess what? We find out he's been renting both apartments with his shitty minimum wage job just in case she comes back. And he's all like, oh my god, she's not gonna come back. It's the year to the date. She's not gonna come back. But guess what? He goes to his apartment and he sees the light through the peephole and he's like, my little PogChamp. And he goes there and they're like, you came back. And she's like, let's be together. And that's how it ends. It's so shitty because like the idea behind this manga that it's supposed to take it's this broken person who had this trauma, right? Watching her brother get hit by a truck, who gets addicted to peeping to make herself happy, but then falls in love with Kido because she sees his weakness and sadness and how much he cares about people. But from my perspective of reading this, literally is this broken girl who then breaks this man and then repairs him so he can repair her. And then there are both these broken toys who are just like, we should be together.
Just winding up to each other. Like,
and Kiddo's like, yeah, this is great. And I'm just like, no, she fucked you over. She no, like nobody in this should be together. Like everything
The
that
moral
happened.
of the story is don't go to art school.
Okay, I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat. Apparently, Giguk said they were tears of cringe.
I'm
Like-
gonna have to that video because I thought
That makes more sense. If there were tears of cringe, then yeah, I can accept that. That makes way more sense.
yeah, but like this fucking like I'm gonna say this right now. I'm giving this a 0 out of 5. Like I would never recommend this to a human being.
Hell yeah.
I would never want anybody to fucking like. I would rather go to a nursing home and read Catstar Chronicles The Slave out loud to fucking dementia patients
Don't
than
you
fucking
ever talk shit about Cheryl
Like-
Brooks on this
like-
podcast.
like somehow reading Nozoki Ana made me appreciate Catstar Chronicles way more.
Hey, Catstar Chronicles is an actual, like, there's at least something going on there. It's all awful. But, like, this, I can't possibly understand a purpose for writing this.
It's just a waste of time reading this. Honestly, it's not. There's no payoff.
Like-
there's nothing good. Like,
There you
No,
go, Eric.
no. So this is the best thing about this is that none of this is hot, and it's not like there's no turn on to it whatsoever. Like there is no moment where I'm like, I'm on this. No. Everything about this book was just such a turn off because like I don't know what the fuck they're drinking in Japan, but just like rape, reverse rape, assault, like peeping. None of this is hot. It's all bad. Like
it's
Mhm.
all,
none of
it's
this should
so
be
weird.
romanticized. None of this should be cool. Like
I even when you give it the benefit of the doubt and say, "Oh, it's Japanese culture," a lot of this, I really don't want to believe that a lot of this rapey developments are in Japanese culture. It can't be this horrible, where it's just okay for all this to happen, right?
So this podcast has opened me up to reading all kinds of shit I never would have read before. I've always been an avid reader, but I've never read like erotica. I've never read any of this shit. So now I like actually consume like erotic novels and stuff like that because we're always looking for source material, and it's just a fascinating fucking genre to me because I don't understand how some of these people get published and make a living doing it. But it's of course, I entirely lost my train of thought right there.
there it goes.
It's gone, monkey.
What I think what I think you're saying is that it's like you're open to reading this stuff to see what it's about and trying to like compartmentalize why people read this and who likes this, because from the outside peeking in, like none of this.
Peeping in.
Oh God, fuck off!
Oh
Like
my God.
none of this.
Oh my God, Brad! Don't make me hate you, please.
But
Don't
like,
worry, you will hate me in time.
No.
but like, you look at this and you're like, why are people reading this? That it's such a genre that like it has a demand for it. Like, why did Cheryl Brooks write 10 Catstar Chronicle books? Why did this guy write Nozoki Ana and is now writing a one about high schoolers and somehow digress to something worse? But because there's a market for it, and you realize and you watch and you look and it's interesting as like a case study to see why this is popular. It's almost as peek into the mental psyche of the human mind, you know?
Mental psyche, right.
God, like,
We're just gonna let that one slip. It's okay. But I remember my point, and Jordan, thank you for helping me remember it. So, if this reflects Japanese culture, then some of the like American like erotic novels that I'm reading reflect American culture, and then with that experience, this is just human culture. All of this awful shit is just what horny people write. Because one of the books that we're going to be reviewing on this channel, one that I read by an American author, has like several instances of attempted rape by like step siblings and stuff like that. And it's like all a part of this like edgy, like doesn't hold back kind of like writing style this author has. And it's just like, it's awful. It's fucking terrible. That should never be made light of, but people read it, and it's a highly rated book, and she's successful.
that's like the justification for like making comics edgy again. Like, let the Teen Titans say fuck. Like,
Right.
like that type of line of thinking is so regressive. Like, there's a reason why things have changed. Where, like, we can't go back to that just for shock factor. There has to be like a reason, or maybe some aesthetically pleasing, like, justification to have that. There can't be just this is so dark. Like, it's gross. It's just fucking gross when you go that far just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah, like I like the problem with my thing is that like people like this. Like, it's not that, like, there are people who like the edginess, who read it and go, this is it. This is peak writing.
Well,
This is touching a.
And horny people love taboo.
Yeah.
If it feels like you shouldn't be doing it,
That's why
what they read.
that's why kinks exist. It's because
Right.
kinks are things that are usually not socially acceptable. They're things that keep you
Kinks-
keep private.
Kinks are okay as long as you don't hurt somebody without like permission. Like dominatrix, that's fine, but like stuff like assault and stuff, who people like that.
There's a reason why safe words exist.
Yeah.
Like there was no safe word for this manga.
But do you
Like,
think?
no.
Do you think the reason that stuff like this exists are for people to sate the desire in people like that?
Just like a cheap high that they can get from like what little stakes this type of manga has of these relationships of what's happening. That's why people read this, is just to feel that temporary high they get. Like, oh, this happened, and then this is gonna happen. Oh, she cheated on him. Like, what? It's that type of thing that like it's why people like watch soap operas and like
Novellas,
like
soap operas, all of
sitcoms, light novels. Like, it's all it's that. It's just this that temporary high you get from like seeing a development happen before you that's like over the top or edgy or something out of the norm that you're not used to, or maybe it's just dark for the sake of being dark. That's why people do this stuff. That's why they read it.
Let me see. I'm looking at some of the reviews for that book I was talking about.
Can you
Because that one delves.
link me that book again?
Yeah. Okay. So it's called Stroke of Midnight.
Oh my god.
Which is great. Hold on. The subtitle is Stroke of Midnight: a Cinderella novel.
Oh,
What's a
God.
Cinderella novel? What does that mean?
What does that
Don't-
mean?
Couldn't tell you, bud. Read the whole thing. Have no earthly idea what that is. There are references to the name Cinderella, but not because it has any relationship whatsoever. So that's pretty cool. But let me see. One of these reviews, like I said, and all of these are like 5-star reviews. It says this book was dirty, dark, steamy, intriguing, mysterious, and thrilling. I can't wait to see what happens next to these characters that I love. And this is like from October 27th of this year. This was written a month ago. So it's like people are like hungry for this shit. And this book I would consider as reasonably taboo. I mean, it's pretty fucking weird, but like, I don't know, man. People eat this shit up. They love it.
It's like I can actually relate this because not only that, but this manga, like there is another manga about peeping, mind you, called Ana Satsujin, about a guy who finds a peephole with a girl, and it's like, oh, she's about to have sex, but turns out she's a murderer, and she fucking kills this guy in front of the peephole in front of him, and that's how they built their relationship. It's the same like basic premise, right? Like,
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the first chapter of it. It's even like it's very similar looking.
I know. Like I'm pretty sure this manga was inspired by Nozoki Ana.
So okay, here's my thing about that is that, so remember how Brad on Thursday I was teaching about deres, like yanderes?
Yep.
So Nozoki Ana, Emiru is a yandere.
Is she?
Totally.
She is, because she gets off on torturing somebody, right?
It's very, like I guess.
But that's the thing is, it's yandere light because yanderes weren't quite until Future Diaries came out. Yeah, Noraiki. Like yanderes were just people torturing somebody, but it was never about murder. But then Future Diaries came out, and like yanderes really were all about killing people, and I feel like that's how like Nozoki Ana and Future Diaries make that new one, right? But like that's the thing is, like, all these things exist to fill kinks, but like not at the end of the day. I'm gonna kink shame you. I'm gonna kink shame you for liking this because fuck, that's gross. That's because like the problem is that like you feel that it's like smoking a cigarette. You have this thing in your brain where you need to fill the desire by smoking a cigarette, but you have the desire to do something shitty, so you read Nozoki Ana, right? to cook in your brain, right? Because it's like, and it's just like at the same time, it's like I hate that needs to exist to fill that niche, right?
Yeah.
Because like fuck, why can't people be better? Like why can't people just
crave garbage, dude? They crave it. They love this shit,
like,
and it's like. I think it's really funny that like I don't know, we have to submerge ourselves into this world to understand it and talk about it. Like we have to become consumers.
I can vouch for this. I can give you like firsthand like opinions on this because again, when I was in high school, I genuinely enjoyed this. When I was a freshman, a junior, a senior, when I was reading Nozoki Ana and Ana Satsujin. Like, I've read all of them, and I love them, and I revisit them as an adult, and I'm like, why did I like this? Just because, like, I grew up as they were updating each week.
Right.
So, like, I was invested in the story.
And the problem is, like, kids don't know. Like,
they don't know any better.
Like they're, like, chill. Like, I'm 27, and I still don't know what the fuck's going on. And the idea that like there's like this thing like that represents in Nozoki Ana that you're above 18, you're an adult, you should know what's going on, how life works, but like you don't. But like that's the thing that I will actually like about Nozoki Ana is that it catches the stupidity of children, you know, because like people think that once you're above 18 you're not a child anymore. I'm like, no, you're a fucking child. You don't know what's going on. Just because you've reached the doesn't mean you've reached the threshold. You have to be... Life hasn't hit you yet. You haven't had to truly be an adult yet, right? Mm-hmm. That's why there's always those funny videos of like kids like getting tax for the first time and realizing like, hey, what the fuck do you mean that the government is taking this much money from me?
Okay,
Right?
God, too close to home, baby.
But it's like, and then it does, like, kids don't realize that, like, because of, like, how, like, our grew up, or, like, how, like, sex has been, like, this taboo thing, that they don't know any better about, like, hey, you shouldn't do this. Like, this is not a good thing. But they think in their head, like, no one told me no. Nobody told me this is a bad thing, right? And then I read this media that tells me, like, there's no consequences. Huh? And you're just like, and you're sitting here as an adult and you're like, fuck, bro. Like, as a kid, I can understand reading, or like, yeah, as a kid, I can understand reading this and being like, whoa, Kido's kind of a Chad. And as an adult, I'm like, no, Kido should be put into a fucking psych ward. Man had his brain wrong out. Like
roughly, like, a lot of those characters should be in prison. Like,
I know.
every character should be in prison.
Attempted arson and mass
attempted
murder.
rape, attempted murder. Like, so many things happen that are just, like, glossed over.
I wonder what happened to the bus driver.
Pretty sure he,
Do you get in trouble if somebody's jaywalking, you hit them with your car?
I'm pretty sure you get, like, a slap on the
You know what?
wrist
That's
or,
right,
like,
Nozoki Ana artist. Where's my fucking manga about the box truck driver becoming an alcoholic?
Where's my truck driver justice?
Give me a procedural drama about what happened to this man.
But this brings me to my point, is that I would never suggest Nozoki Ana to people. I would suggest fucking Rent a Girlfriend to people, because Rent a Girlfriend does everything. It's not good, but it does everything Nozoki Ana tried to do without assault, without like.
It's trash without the shit in it, you know? Like,
It captures the essence of like being like a college student without like what it's try to it's Nozoki Ana does, but better. It's capturing the growth of a kid who's like trying to live his best life in college and like deal with all these girls without like being a terrible person, right? What I'm saying is, Nozoki Ana 0 out of 5, Rent a Girlfriend 5 out of 5, best anime I've ever fucking watched.
You heard it here, folks. The main message of this review.
Watch Rent a Girlfriend. Shit's fucking lit. Chizuru-san is just a fucking pog champ. Best girl ever written ever. She deals with the dumbest shit ever, and she still stays on top. Just fucking pog champ right there. One day I'm gonna sit Brad down, I'm gonna fucking tie him to a chair, and I'm gonna make him watch Rent a Girlfriend.
My God, please, I'm so glad that you can't do that to me. I'm so glad. Like,
yeah, now, right now. Don't worry, I'm gonna.
No.
You're gonna lock you in the basement. Fucking.
No.
Don't worry, now me and Jordan just watched Paul Blart.
We watched Paul. You know what's funny? We watched Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 on Thursday for Thanksgiving without like even worrying about like Death Do Us Blart. Because we watched Paul Blart Mall Cop the first one a while ago, and then we're like, bro, we gotta watch the sequel, man. We gotta see what happens. And then like, fuck.
Wait, is the caption really Death Do Us Blart? Is that
No.
Really
So
it?
there's the McElroy brothers.
Yeah.
They do a podcast every Thanksgiving called Death Do Us Blart. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got you.
I wish that was the subtitle of the second movie.
Death Do Us Blart. I mean, you know what? Nozoki Ana is like Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. You know, instead of Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Paul Blart is Yuri-chan, right? And his mother is the brother, because his mother also gets hit by a milk truck.
I despise.
Correction, she was drilled by a milk truck.
She was just fucking crushed by a milk truck. What I'm saying is, 0 out of 5 Nozoki Ana, 5 out of 5 Rent a Girlfriend, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, masterpiece, cinematic, genius.
Okay. So what? Okay, all right. So what's the next manga that you're gonna review the next time I'm here?
See, Cedric's just already like, I'm ready for round 2. Well, he didn't even.
I'm glad. I bring on all of our friends. Let's have.
I can't wait.
I love this.
Wait to make all our review really shitty shit. But real
It's
fast,
so good.
before we go on to it, so 2 things. Brad, what would you give Nozoki Ana, even though you didn't finish it?
Honest, 0 out of 5. This fucking sucked.
Cedric, no pressure. Don't take our reviews in the heart. I want your true, fucking honest answer, and I will contact the CEO of Tapas and tell him what you. I will put.
Discord server, Jordan. Please. Don't
I
do
will.
that.
I will message Dojo and be like, Dojo, I need your help.
Don't.
Cedric's
not
been out of
message
control.
Don't message my former colors. Do not message Dojo.
He'll be ready to fucking destroy you at any given moment.
Oh my god, he will destroy me.
I'll find Syrup
Well,
also.
no, he's gonna be watching this. He's gonna be watching this stream, dude.
He's not
You
watching.
know how he is.
He's not watching.
Yeah, no, but he's gonna. He told me he was.
Pog!
Oh.
Dojo, if you're watching this, you're great. You're a beautiful person.
Yeah, once you reach the end of this podcast, yeah, you're great. I'm definitely not gonna give Nozoki Ana a good review.
What are you gonna give? Hey, Cedric, what are you giving it, Cedric?
Let's make it 000.
Woohoo!
Cedric, is that your true, honest answer?
You want my honest answer?
I want your honest
Yes.
answer.
Are you gonna fucking grill me?
No,
We
I
won't. We
no.
really won't.
We-
Alright, it's 2 out of 10.
Whew,
That's okay.
2 out of 10, so that's like a 1 out of 5.
Pretty much,
Here-
yeah.
Here we go, Jordan.
I like my favorite thing is like we set it up as like a 5 out of 5 system, and Cedric's like 2 out of 10.
I love how we had to immediately reduce it.
Yeah, 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5.
Oh my god! All right,
Oh my god.
so next week we'll be back. It'll just be me and Brad, even though Cedric was a lovely guest. But we will be reading Strokes of Midnight, a Cinderella novel. Brad already read it. I have to now read it.
I'm fucking excited.
And
This is gonna
I'm
be
upset about reading this
Oh,
because
God.
Brad sent me a caption from it that I will
Can you
paraphrase.
please hold on? Can you read it to everyone?
Let me I need
Let's
to
hear it. Let's
uh,
hear it.
I need to find where you said it.
Yeah, give him just a minute to look through it. It's pretty rough. There's a lot of rough scenes in this book, but honestly, like this book, I'm not gonna give my rating right now, but it's not bad. It's really not bad. It's not written poorly. This story is extremely generic, but it's not bad.
I'm just trying to find.
So when is gonna review Chuck Tingle?
I'm very
Oh, So
Wait,
so
Chuck.
don't worry. I'm about to get into our schedule, which we will get into in a second. I just want to find this fucking quote. I feel like I can't find it.
Gentleman review guest Cedric trying to pry into their schedule.
Trying to
Let
figure
me
out when I
look.
can come on again. That's right. Emphasis on come.
Yeah, emphasis on
What
me.
the fuck is this? We talk about so much garbage. Mostly
I
just
can't.
It's mostly just really sexual things.
I still
Yeah,
can't.
mostly.
I will never forget that screenshot you showed me of you and Brad. Just
Oh, talking about the
making-
pussy of the round table?
No, about talking about making homie sauce.
Yeah,
and,
that
like,
was
Hey.
talking about the pussy of the round table.
pussy in the round table. Yeah, I just
Oh, I found it. Okay,
Homie
okay.
Sauce is gonna be the next
Well,
top
all right,
five.
yeah, let's hear. This is a preview for next week.
He's
Kay
all
Webster.
right. Let me get my reading voice on. He's only entered me one time, in his office. It was a brutal invasion of my ass that left me sore for days. This too feels like a rejection.
This okay. This
Uh,
so kind of like with some of the weird taboo themes of Nozoki Ana, we're gonna be dealing with like legal but awkward age play. You know,
oh.
I mean,
All right, wait.
do you guys know what Findom is?
Yes. Okay, you've got my attention now. Pog. 1, 2, 3,
So
4.
I this might not be it, but if I understand this kink well.
Femdom?
Femdom.
It's like reverse Findom, I guess.
What's
But
Oh,
the?
this is a very literally transactional relationship between these two characters. So
Okay.
I know, legal. I know, I had to.
Yeah, the fact that you have to put in legal is kind of a red flag.
I hate saying the phrase age play. That just
Please,
What?
please,
like I can't say it.
please say age play.
Knock, knock, knock. FBI open. What do you mean? What's age play? What is age play?
We got him.
What's Did you
No,
say
no.
age play?
Please.
There is the love interest
Okay.
is twice as old as the main character,
So
and the main character is 18. Like just
Oh,
fucking
No,
30.
no, that's literally a child.
36.
Dude, it's intense. Like
36 years old?
Yep. And people are like, they're like, oh, this is a 5-star, like this is hot. I want more of this. And the next book in this series is coming out in like February.
Terrible.
And you better believe my dumbass will be buying it like when it
So
comes out.
I know I want to give a 10-minute schedule. So next week, the 5th, we will be reading Strokes of Midnight by K. Webster. And then I know on so the January 2nd, I know I'm going very far in the future. We will be going back to Cat Star Chronicles. We will be picking 9 books we have left because you don't need them read them in order. So we'll choose which one we want to read next. And then the day after Christmas to 26th, we will pick a Chuck Tingle and review Chuck Tingle.
Chuck Tingle is gonna be very fun for everybody.
Yes, Chuck Tingle will be a good time. And then the 12th and the 19th, tentatively going to decide what to do. We might do a buffer book on one of those days.
Yeah, just get some eye bleach.
So, depending on who wants to pick that buffer book, we'll figure that out. Because I know my friend Jacob wants to come on an episode. He said he's fine with reading smut or a Redwall book. And then I want to bully my friend Chris into being on an episode because there is a author named Anne who is a crazy human being who writes vampire novels, but she's like insane. My friend got blocked by her on Twitter by asking her if vampires pissed.
Really?
Yes.
Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Anne Rice.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's a crazy person.
Okay.
She's
I
like,
don't know anything about her. I've never read or seen Interview with the Vampire, so I'm interested.
oh yeah, she's an insane person. She has like sued fan fiction writers for like writing about writing fan fiction. Yeah, she's like insane. But yeah, so we'll probably figure out. But yeah, next week, Stroke of Midnight, Chuck Tingle, end of year, Cat Star Chronicles come back for the brand new year. We'll come in with a fresh coat of paint right after New Year's, ready to talk about fucking Corona drippings once again, baby.
We're back with the cat.
Because
people.
you know that's gonna be back because the main characters in all these books are fucking God.
They all got leaky dicks.
They all got tutu dicks. But yeah, thank you for watching this fucking terrible episode. This train wreck of Nozoki Ana.
Truly a disappointment to bring this episode.
Thank you.
My first guest star in this gentleman review, and it's with the worst possible.
Our lowest rated episode.
It's the worst.
Give me 1 second. I need to before we leave. Thank you, my friend Cedric, aka WhatAHero, for coming on and guest. We read this manga specifically because we thought it'd be funny that this man right here, he is a famous webcomic artist for a company called
Please don't say famous. Please don't say
he is a high up there. He has the top action comic on Tapas. He is a wonderful artist, colorist, writer. He's one of my best friends. And you should check him out. This is his Twitter. Give him a follow. Go to his Tapas. Read his comic, The Witch's Throne. It's some good shit.
Okay, there we go.
He's a
You
good
gotta
boy.
name drop it.
He drew our shaven legs and my hairy legs so beautifully. He's such a good boy, and he should be praised. Thank you, Cedric, for being here on this 0 out of a 5 episode.
5 episode.
But
Why did it end on the popular web show Gentleman Review?
the popular web show, farming you for
Amazing.
clout.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. You're definitely. I'm using you guys for clout. Don't you mind me?
Yeah, don't mind me. But anyways, I want you guys to wrap yourself up in a blanket, get cozy, and never think of Nozoki Ana ever again. And remember,
Buses.
watch out for
Alright.
buses. I
Watch
love
out for
you.
buses.
Bye.